Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tachano. Today we're going to be talking about the Mead District. Let me go ahead and move it here for us to see. Now the Mead District is the second most recent district that Goodgame Empire's gone ahead and added to the game, with the newest being the Food District, which you can actually start unlocking within the Outer Realms. I'll cover this in another video, but I do wish they added the descriptors to what can actually go inside of these districts on the outside, somewhere around here, because you actually can't see what goes into districts without opening it up, as far as I know. Now, obviously, you could just open the Discord and check it there yourself, but I feel like those are unnecessary steps to just get easy information out of it. Regardless, let's jump into it. As you can see, the Mead District at level 1 can hold 2 buildings. You can level it all the way up to level 11 and hold 12 buildings total. And what buildings can you actually hold? Well, that list would include the apiary and the brewery. If you're wondering why that seems like a small list, then welcome to my boat, because I'm wondering the exact same thing. It's bizarre to me that things like the Barrel Workshop and the Honey Gardens, which are these buildings right here, show up on the outside of the Mead District, but aren't actually able to go into it. Seems like a huge oversight to me. On top of that, the Trade District itself can actually hold the Barrel District, the Honey Gardens, and the Mead Distillery. All Mead adjacent buildings that seem perfect for the Mead District. Another thing worth noting is that the Mead District is pretty expensive to level up. 250 construction tokens and 1000 upgrade tokens. Now, for reference, the Trade District at level 6 to level 7 only costs me 150 more construction tokens and 600 more upgrade tokens. And that's to get from level 6 to 7. This is just to get from level 1 to level 2. So I think you can imagine how expensive it would be to just level this up a couple of times in the first place. Now let's get to the next issue with this building. At level 1, it can only hold 2 buildings, as I discussed. These two, the apiary and the brewery. These buildings only take up 5 by 10 space on your little grid here. The Mead District itself takes up 10 by 10. So at level 1, you're actually losing space in your castle to have the Mead District in the first place. You might think that this is something that other buildings have had issues with. However, these other districts have always included unique or weird shaped buildings. For example, the tavern. For example, the bakery or the marketplace. These are buildings that are irregularly shaped, so they're perfect to put in here because you're actually saving space and making everything more compatible. It's either all divisible by 10 or 5. In other words, you can place 5 by 5 buildings all the way down here and have it line up perfectly. Whereas the Mead District is only putting away 5 by 5 buildings, which you don't necessarily need an entire district to do. That's just my take on it. On top of all of this, the Mead District, you have to level it up to level 4 just to get the space, or level 3, my apologies. You need to level it up to level 3 just to get the space back for building it in the first place. And then on top of that, you have to get it to level 4 to even start getting 5 by 5 space back. If you're a higher level player in this game, or you spend a lot of money and you have the construction tokens and the need for that kind of space, this makes sense. But at my level and at my tiny amount of power or might points that I'm still coping about, this is a no-brainer to not own. I know that seems kind of redundant. I don't know why I phrased it that way. But point I'm trying to make is don't buy this. It's not worth owning in the first place. You're losing space just to have it in your castle. I have no idea why my game automatically cut down there, but I'm zooming back into the Mead District and telling you, don't purchase this. Where can you purchase it if you do want it? It's going to be in the Master Blacksmith under the gold pieces section. It's 125,000 gold pieces for a district that's arguably worse than all of these districts. I'd take a trade district, inner district, or military district in any of my outer kingdoms over a Mead District any day. I purchased this for the sole purposes of this video. However, I'm going to just be hiding this right after I post this video and not using it until I either drop a lot of money on the game to warrant upgrading this in the first place, or if I really desperately need that space, which I currently don't. I'd like to see what you think about the Mead District or any other district in general. To me, I feel like Goodgame Empire kind of needs to set their priorities straight with what they want to do with districts. It feels like we're heading into this next phase of the game where they want every building to fit into other buildings so that you have more space. And then obviously with the recent ability to extend your castle even further using construction tokens and upgrade tokens, it feels like they're really trying to make you get the most out of your space as possible, which is great. However, oversights like this and inaccessibility to certain districts for weird reasons doesn't make sense to me. To demonstrate that, I think that buildings such as the Watchtower make more sense to be inside of the military district, but they don't go into the military district. They go into the inner district. But then buildings like the Research Tower, which maybe do make more sense for the inner district, don't actually go into any district whatsoever yet. I hope you understand the point I'm trying to get across is that some of the districts seem so counterintuitive to what they're describing. Trade district to me sounds like it would almost hold different buildings such as maybe the refinery. I have to double check actually if it can hold it. It can't. Or even the refinery might be better to go into the Mead district because it is one of those Mead based buildings that came out with the same update. Let me know what you think though. I really want to see what everyone thinks regarding districts in general, so let me know in the comments below. That wraps it up for today's video. I just really wanted to touch on the Mead district and how I don't think it's actually worth purchasing whatsoever at the time being. Maybe they'll make an update. I really do hope they create an update and make it worth using in the future, but right now, it has no purpose in my opinion. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.